Welcome and happy holidays from 2K Sports. It's time for NBA action. In this game, we'll see the Sacramento Kings against the Portland Trail Blazers. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Immanuel Quickley.
And you can see his scoring numbers trending down as time goes on. It's not what you want to see, but maybe it's just time to shift his approach a little to start looking for other ways to get points out there on the floor.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Henderson and Sharp are the guards. The forward spots will be Avdia and Grant. And it's Clingan in at the center position. And for Sacramento, they've got MP. Keegan Murray is out there with Levine. Then it's Sabonis. Well, Greg, hasn't this been a fun season so far? And it feels like the highlights just become more and more spectacular.
And that's because these guys are so competitive, trying to constantly one-up each other. And the fans are the beneficiaries.
Now here's Henderson. Grant kicks to Henderson. Into the lane. And then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Down low. Pass to Levine. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Grant on the wing. Henderson passes to Grant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to MP. Off target from outside.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
And he gets the bucket.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Last outing for Sacramento, they won that game against the Warriors. Tim, how do you look at Avdia's game?
Well, I just think he's a guy as a small forward with great size and great versatility. He does a little bit of everything on the court to help you win.
A stretch big. Sabonis can hit that triple, and it really spaces their offense.
Pass to Grant. Lets the three fly. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's Levine. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. The three from MP. And again, Sacramento with the three.
A taste of how competitive MP can be. He wanted to go right back at him.
Here's Henderson. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Murray against Grant. Back to Henderson. Lets it go from deep. Sacramento grabs the miss. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
They had relentless pressure on the ball handlers. It made them feel uncomfortable, and I'm sure they're going to try to replicate that in this one.
Now, MP. Following the miss by Jeremy Grant from deep. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny. Here's Henderson. Portland again missing.
He got the space he wanted for his mid-range. He just wasn't able to convert.
A nice shot by Caboclo.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
1:39 left in the first quarter of the game. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. So when you look at different approaches to player recovery, from load management, say, Tim, to rub some dirt on it and get back in there, where do you stand on all of that?
Well, I do think teams have done a better job of trying to make sure players are protected from themselves and make sure they're getting enough rest. But I also think there are times guys should be allowed to play through certain types of minor injuries.
And some changes here for the Kings. Einad's checked in, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Levine. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Back to Kamara. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Portland no good that time either. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 16-5 run here. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. When Damian Lillard talked about what it would mean to his legacy to win a title, he said, "My body of work does speak for itself. I don't think I have to prove it to anybody. It's more for myself, honestly. And I just want to be like, yeah, I've done all these things, but I want a championship too." Kevin, back to you.
Chasing that ring. Okay, Allie, thanks.
Oh, that's a big man move by Wiseman, roughing up the D with that emphatic finish.
MP deciding where to go with it. Oubre against Hardaway. Launches a three. Portland grabs the miss. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, that's the big challenge. Teams tend to feel more comfortable at home for sure, so you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. That just didn't happen in this one.
Pass to Jenkins. Outside Hardaway. To the middle. It's stolen by Wiseman. Now Kamara. And so it's the Sacramento Kings heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And thanks to their outstanding defense. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Kings.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
We've got Murray, Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with MP. Then it's Zach LaVine, and it's Minot in at the 5 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Now, here's MP. He picked up 27 points in their last win against Golden State. Clock at 6. Back to Hardaway. From the arc. No good. That's miss number 2. He's 1 for 3. Avdia kicks to Lillard. And the Trailblazers another 3.
A downright lethal three-point threat. Lillard is someone defenders must stay attached to if they want to have any impact.
And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's the right pass to make. Beautiful job.
Trailblazers trail by 5. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Over in the corner, Lillard. And again, it's Portland with the 3.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And so MP will bring it up for the Kings. They've held a 12-point lead early. Pass to Levine. On the wing, Hardaway. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. The Buccos got 4 assists in the game. Now a timeout called by Portland. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Several teams changing it up here. And the foul called on MP. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers trail by 5. Henderson outside. Oubre passes to Sharp. Drills the three-pointer. Sharp's got 5 now.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Warriors was tremendous. He dropped 27 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. He was in attack mode all night. We saw that really propelled them to that win.
When he's on, he is on. And there isn't all that much you can do to stop him.
Well, he did whatever he wanted. I love the fact that he was under control, yet very aggressive.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Trailblazers trail by 5. Pass to Sharp. Here's Kamara. A three-pointer, no good.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Schroeder outside. Back to MP. Shot clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Kings. For 3, Levine. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 6 assists in the game. .122 left in the first half. Pass to Sharp. Back to Henderson. And here's Oubre. He's covered by Murray. Henderson, no one around him. Again, the Trailblazers good for 2.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Caboclo. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Schroeder. Up and in on the layup. And the Kings lead by 8.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Portland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Henderson looking it over. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Oubre outside. Puts it up. And Zach LaVine pulls it down. Sacramento leading by 8. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Murray kicks to MP. Schroeder right side. Back to MP. Misses the 3. And we finished one half of basketball. Kings lead by 8. Live from Golden One Center. You're watching 2K Sports.
You gotta love All-Star Weekend, guys, especially when it comes to the three-point contest.
I think we should have a three-point contest right now. And getting back to that first half we just saw, guys, what a show MP is putting on.
Well, they're running.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Hey, Tim, what are some of the keys to sticking around for role players fighting to remain at the NBA level?
Well, if you are a role player in this league, you need to understand you need to work at everything, but be exceptional at something. And I think that's the key. Growing up, all of these guys were stars. Now you've got to fit in and understand on a given night what your role is.
And your thing, your sensational aspect was your three-point shooting.
You've got to do it better than anybody else, Kevin. It's got to be at an elite level because there are guys out there waiting to take your job.
And you were elite. On the court for the Trailblazers, the wings for him, Sharp and Avdia. Jeremy Grant is out there with Donovan Clingan. And it's Henderson in at the point guard position. And Clingan pulls it down.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
Grant for three. Sacramento grabs the miss. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. The kick out to Sabonis. His three-pointers off the mark. Trailblazers trail by 8. In the corner, Henderson with it. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Henderson's got 7.
Such a confident young man. Scoot just goes for it.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Outside, Sabonis. For 3. Avdia with the rebound.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
And that one's good by Henderson.
Third quarter off to a great start offensively. That's 3 of their first 4 they've made.
And Doug Christie wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. And some changes here for the Kings. Einod's checked in. Hardaway is subbed in for Zach LaVine. MP outside. Launches it. Avdia with the rebound. Avdia's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, it certainly hasn't been a smooth start after the break. Just 1 for 5 here to start the third.
Here's Henderson. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
They're on fire to start this quarter, and with each basket, their confidence grows.
Jenkins the pass to MP. MP drills the 3.
Well, he's done everything you want offensively. Great shot selection, and he is a big reason why they have the lead.
Trailblazers trail by 4. Outside, Avdia. Pass to Henderson. Here's the 3. He's off on that one. Good defense by MP. Hardaway against Avdia. A 3 from MP. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Hardaway. And it's a 7-point Kings lead.
What an incredible game so far for MP. He's showing no signs of slowing down.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Grant surveying the D. Pass to Henderson. Back to Grant. Here's Sharp. He has 5.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Hardaway dishes to Jenkins. Avdia with a defensive effort.
That's an awesome defensive effort. A great contest right at the rim.
And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Grant.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Sabonis finds MP. And here is Hardaway. Sabonis' screen on Avdia. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. It goes on Donovan Clingan.
Not an easy guy to guard down low. Sabonis is going to make you earn.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low number.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Toumani Camara, he's checked in for Clingan. Kelly Oubre comes in for Grant. Manuel Quickly, he's checked in for Avdia. And Lillard subbed in for Shaedon Sharpe.
And like his dad back in the day, Domantas has an innate ability to process and make quick decisions.
Lillard misses. Kings leading now by 6. Anderson with it. Hardaway picks him up. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dumped on when you let him get inside.
Back to MP. Pass to Hardaway. MP outside. Sinks the three-pointer. MP's got 9 points now in just the second half.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Buried from outside. But I don't know. I think we may see a review here. That was pretty close.
The previous play is under review.
Are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up, and even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
They're going to switch the call. There is no doubt, in looking at the replay, that he got it off in time.
Well, it's good they decided to take another look at it. I know some folks don't like how replay slows the game down and interrupts the flow, but when you have it there, you got to use it.
And so it's MP making things happen. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. They've got Domantas Sabonis. It's Clifford at the 3. A small fold. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And so quickly we'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. They trail by 11. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Here's Lillard. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis is out.
I'm in the campaign real quick.
Pass to Minot. Back to MP. And the Kings another 3.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Trailblazers.
You gotta get drafted to a team. Yeah.
Over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Three-pointer Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. Sacramento's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game. Unbelievable. Timeout Blazer. Hey, Tim, if you could start a franchise with one player not named Wembanyama, who would you select?
I think I'd go with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander right now. When you look at his age, combined with the fact that I believe he is the single toughest individual cover in the NBA, he can just collapse defenses at will.
That is so well said. Would you pick a position or the player? How would you discern between those two thoughts?
I think the key for me is I want to take a guy who's going to make the decisions for me with the basketball in his hands. When you have a ball-dominant league with stars controlling the action, I want that one guy who I know I can pencil in high-level production every night.
Pass to Lillard, and they get it. Nailed from three-point land.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
And within the bigger picture of the game, you have these individual matchups.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowed.
And here's Henderson. Over in the corner of the response triple. Answers back.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Now Levine. Levine gets a screen from Caboclo. Fires away from outside. That's good. And it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 4th assist in this one. Timeout. Blazers. There are some who will say, GA, there are too many threes being taken in today's NBA. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, if we're cutting back on something, how about free throw? The three-point shootout is arguably the best part of All-Star Saturday, but nobody wants to watch a free throw contest.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Flinging, he's checked in for Weissman. Grant comes in for Tamani Kamara. And it's sharp in for Lillard. Got it to go.
Now, he's been reliable tonight, but that's certainly not the case for his team in general.
Sacramento leading by 18. MP outside. From deep. And again for 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Grant. Lets it go with a 3. Murray with the defensive effort.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
Here's Henderson. Drops in the layup for 2. Henderson's got 11 points here in just the second half.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for Sacramento.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight. Put another win in the books. That'll be win number 27. And what a tremendous standout performance it was for MP.
It was the kind of game for him that all scores.
Nah, you good. I just finished. That's how it be. Fucking brick. Fuck. Yeah.
Celebrate the excitement of All-Star Weekend in a brand new event in my career, All-Star Takeover, presented by State Farm.
I don't even care what them niggas say. I don't give a fuck. It's a fucking game. Wait. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. Am I in the squad? Alright, yeah. Yeah, they all gonna be slow. Yeah. In the rain? Yeah. I damn near, like one of the days I was going to work, I damn near did spin out. Not spinned out, but like I felt it. Yeah. Mhm. So we gotta shoot. You good, you good. You just okay. You go answer if you want. What's up? For real? Your older sister, as in Natalie? Get up. Little floater. Okay. Okay. Come on, close this out. Thank Oh shit, Drew.